your feeling as you get your first brand new airplane in years?
Well, of course, it's a happy day for me and for my company and for my country, of course. It has been a long time that we have been waiting for this day to receive a brand new aircraft directly from the company. As you may know, Iran Air, as many other companies, Iranian Airlines company, they used to buy aircraft from the dealers or the other company. So today is a very happy day for us that we are able to have this aircraft directly from Airbus. The last time I remember it has happened was already 23 years ago, in 1994, which we received two Airbus 600 directly from Airbus. And after 23 years, it's happening again. And we should thank to our politicians and to those who made this possible. After all, Iran and 5+1 talk. I think we were very fast to take this action with Airbus. We worked very hard, our people and Airbus people, and we made this achievement.
It's going to obviously be an emotional moment when you fly this plane on its first flight back to Iran, and it arrives in Tehran tomorrow. Tell me about that.
Of course, the same will apply to my people in the company. They are waiting to receive the new aircraft after a long time. But we are going to have a ceremony, of course, inviting our people, many of the pilots and technicians, and some officials, and other airlines as well. This would be the first aircraft out of the 100 aircraft deal we made with Airbus. And we hope very much that its long cooperation for 10 years can, one day we can get the aircraft number 100, hopefully, for Iran Air.
What will this plane be doing? What will be its job?
Well, every plane's job is to carry the passenger, of course. But our plan is to use this aircraft for the first 2 or 3 months on the domestic routes, so that the people in the other mega cities in Iran, rather than the internationals, they use this aircraft and they have a good feeling about the new aircraft, of course, after so many years. And later this aircraft, based on our commercial department schedule, can fly also domestic and international in the future.
It was a huge order with Airbus. Tell me about that. Why did you go with Airbus?
Well, we have had this very long cooperation with Airbus. I talked also just to the media that there is an aircraft, Airbus 300B4 or the other type B2K as well. They have been delivered to Iran Air in 1979 and 1980s, and one of those aircraft is still flying. We have a very good maintenance. We have a very good engineers. We have a very good capabilities and pilots, and our people on the operation and on the technical department, although they have had so many tough time because of the imposed sanction on us, they could keep this aircraft safe flying, thanks to God. And the same applies. We are a very old company, of course, with a very good background, more than 5 decades that we are member of the IATA, and we used to fly 40 years ago direct Tehran-New York flights in 30 years ago with the 747. So we still have this potential to do the same, hopefully, for the future.
And this deal with Airbus, having all these 100 planes coming in, really opens up Iran to the world, doesn't it? It means for international passengers and for Iranians to travel around the world.
That's, of course, one of the major rules. This is the potential that the country has for the future. We are looking for the peace to the whole world in the future.
And this is for international visitors as well as Iranians?
Of course, this is for the domestic. This would be for the international. This would be for the Iranian who are living outside, in Europe, in the Far East, in the Atlantic and overseas. And also for the businessman and business traveler, and also for the tourist. Iran is a big country, it's a nice country, it's a very, with the 7,500 culture background, and I think there are many tourists in Iran, so they can use this equipment. So far, we have had some people who were not very much willing to fly with Iran, and maybe because we were using the old type of the aircraft. But in the future, there would be no problem for them to use the Iran because they are using the new aircraft.
And last question for an internal message. The deal and the getting the plane so quickly is not very often. A message to the Airbus employees?
Yeah, we should thank Airbus. I think, as I discussed with the Fabrice Airbus has never experienced that, to sign the contract and to deliver the aircraft after 2 or 3 weeks. This has been very good achievement. We have been together working very hard. Of course, we knew each other from a long time ago, and we were both waiting for such a day to happen again. And I appreciate Fabrice himself because he supported this, and his team, of course, and of course my team in Iran. We have had so many meetings, maybe more than thousands of hours of working, man-day working together, and we thank you, Airbus, for the support, for the delivery of this aircraft to Iran.